Alright, welcome back to another episode of ADHD and Crochet, and we have quite a few things we're going to do today. So let's get started. I think we're going to start on the pockets of this little jacket. So as always, all of these patterns have been set up by Megan Lapp, but I have taken some creative liberties as to how to use them. So these pockets are supposed to be like belly pockets where you attach them directly to the little critter. But I'm deciding to put it on top of the vest and make it a jacket. I also had to adjust the size of this jacket because the Imp itself is a mixture of patterns. I took some of the Sprite pattern and mixed it with the Impkin. Hopefully the idea is that the pockets are going to fit the hands, but I may have stuffed them too much. It's hard to say. I will also be attaching the hood that the little guy is wearing to the jacket as well. One pocket is attached. Now I've got to figure out how to weave this in. This is probably fine. Alright, so now we can start on the second pocket. I've also begun making a not quite granny square because there's only like 2 square pieces right now, but a scrap blanket where when I have just a little bit of yarn, I make a shape out of it using a fancy pattern that I found. And then I attach it, start making a blanket. Right now I have probably the size of a doormat, but it's not a rectangle. If I take one of the triangles off of it, it looks like a paw. So I'll probably start sewing those together eventually because it's taking up a lot of pins that I'd like to have back. Can't tell, I was attempting to make a hoodie out of these pieces, like a zip up hoodie. And Peeps has decided it is screaming hour. And then we will hide our string. We're going to go ahead and attach the hood here. Methinks.
You okay?
And I think right up here is good. Try not to grab the other strings. A little piece of me ends up in every project because my hair gets crocheted or sewn in. No matter how hard I try. It seems to be unavoidable. Apparently this string wants to attach to the legs today. in the corner of the desk and everything that I'm not trying to sew it to. Seems my phone might not be recognizing certain things, so this is going to be fun. The audio might suck on this one, but that's okay. We can figure it out. That's what editing is for. Alright, so we've attached the hood to the vest. So we're going to make our knot, maybe. And we're going to attempt to hide the string. Alright, and now we can stitch the front of the jacket closed. I'm going to play with my settings here. If I can find them. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to go without the microphone, I guess. Oh well. So if the video or the audio quality is garbage this time, I apologize. I think I'm going to try and give it the illusion of a zipper by going on the inner loops of the edge here. It won't be able to be opened, but that's okay. It'll just look like a zipper, hopefully. I wonder if this works better. Oh, looks like maybe just a little bit. We'll see. Probably won't be as clear as my normal microphone, but that's okay. Oh yeah, see, look at that. It gives it a nice little zipped up look. Keep that going. Right to the edge here. And Peeps is going to scream in the background. Crazy little calico. Yes, I hear you, Peeps. There we go. And this little guy is done. And he's actually going to be at a show next weekend, or at least probably the same weekend that this video is getting pulled out. So I actually have little tags for him, because he's going to be sold. Okay, those ones are not wanting to cooperate. So we're going to go ahead and add our little tag here, because I made it preemptively. Just a nice little safety pin, a little wooden tag, and now he's done. He is ready to go. So now we can start on the next one. This one kind of looks like a little fat elephant dude. Elephant pixie thing. We're going to start with the face, I think, and go from there. Yeah, that goes in that box. So I think this is one of my favorites so far. He just turned out really cute. And he's very soft. It's very pleasant. Very pleasant texture. And I like how the colors turned out on him. Now I did make some adjustments to this one as well. The tail is supposed to be shorter, but I wanted it to be longer than it is. I wanted it to reach his little feet. So it's ended up a little longer, because I wanted him to be able to stand somewhat. I had already done some needle sculpting on the face a little bit, which is where those little dimples that I'm currently covering with the nose, the snoot, that's what those came from. So I wanted the eyes to be a little more sunken in into the face a little bit. But now you can't see them because of the snoot. Meant to do a knot, not a stitch, but I guess we're getting a stitch. And apparently there's a fight breaking out in the other room that I'm not going to be part of. Why? Come here. Come say hi to the camera. Into Imps. We have a kitty, and she's gonna leave now. She just wants to be in here to scream. She does not want to be shown. Yeah, you want my lap, but I need to sit forward, sweetie. There we go. Move this to back here. Now, regardless of the audio issues, if this audio doesn't work, I'll just re-record things and lay it over. It's fine. We'll figure the audio out later. Because I have things to do, and I want these to be part of the sale mix. Well, I guess by the time this video comes out, I don't know. It's either next week or this week, because I don't know where I'm at on my videos. I think this video is actually coming out tomorrow. I'm really bad at this, if you guys can't tell. But that's okay. Look how cute he is. Going to untangle something real quick. There we go. Okay, things have been untangled. So we're just going to kind of work from top to bottom here. So the next thing we're going to do are those little pixie wings, which is not a Megan Lapp pattern. It is a butterfly pattern I found a video on, and the video was not in English, and there were no translated subtitles, so I kind of just had to stare at it over and over again until I could understand and write down what I thought they did. Worked out pretty well. And now I'm in the process of making 106 butterflies. Not here. Hide the string. And there we go. Right. So now onto these butterfly wings. I did make some adjustments to them to add this little extra strip here so I could attach them to the doll. But that's about it. The butterfly pattern includes the wings and the whatchamacallit, the body, which was pretty cool. We're gonna move this one because it's kind of in the way. Okay, so we're gonna just attach you here. So this is the same color scheme as the other one, just inverted, so the body's the nice blue and gray gradient or whatever, and the wings are the yarn that make it look like it's made out of a giant gobstopper, giant jawbreaker. Whereas the other one, the body was jawbreaker colored and the accessories were blue. I'm not gonna sew these on too tightly. I do kind of want them to still be able to move a little bit, so you can flap them around as you feel like it. But just get them attached enough that they're not going to get ripped off. That's the important part. Go this way. Get that knot made and hide our string. Now both these yarns are incredibly soft. They are very pleasant to work with. As for what the butterflies look like fully made, this is what they kind of look like here. So as you can see, I added a little bit to it. Alright, next is the next wing. And again, we're going to get rid of this first pin here. It's kind of in the way. And we're just attaching. We're grabbing the head apparently. Down we go. And we can remove this pin before I forget about its existence. That would be problematic. careful not to hurt yourself while you're doing your craft. Now you might be wondering why only one hand has a glove on it. I lost the other one, and this is the hand I work with more often anyways, so it's fine. I am dominant with my right hand. I can use my left hand for things, but I'm not entirely ambidextrous. Just partially. Alright. Now we gotta move the legs out of the way, hold them in a weird position so that we can get underneath here and apparently grab everything as we attempt to do this. And there we go. We're getting somewhere. Oh, yeah. So I love the customization on these. I love the creative liberties we get. And the fact that the two different pattern books actually match up really nicely. Gives you more variety than one book or the other. So instead of hundreds of combinations, you now have thousands. I should do a Cthulhu next. Maybe I'll mix my octopus pattern. That'll be fun. Alright. So now we've got the tail attached, so we can make our little knot here. Maybe. And hide our string. And now this little guy is done. will stand on his own, though he's got a little bit of attitude. Kind of stands at an angle. But we can attach his tag and go on from there. We're going to attach it right to his ear. And I'm starting to think that my earbud isn't actually doing anything. I don't think it is collecting anything here. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, oh well. We have our next buddy here. Now this one is different from the others. He's more plant-like. So, let's start doing that. Now again, I did combine and adjust patterns accordingly. I really like combining the mushroom sprite arms and legs for the Impkin bodies and heads. And then for this one I made adjustments with the tail. Kind of went all over the place with it, just to make it look more like a branch. So we have a lot of customization on this one. But I think he turned out pretty fun, pretty cute. I made him a little bead necklace because I can, and I thought it would be cute. It looks like his ear's fallen off, so we're just gonna move those out of the way. We'll get to them eventually. Go. Not quite seamless, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be. And then we're going to work on this set of leaves. I think we will just remove all these pins. Okay. Well, the leaves on this one are being a little more complicated. Right, there we go. That's one of them. Make our knot. Hide the string. And then we'll make this string disappear as well. There we go. And pull through. Oops. Now my string wants to be difficult. There we go. Now, my leaves are a little more messy. Nature tends to have a little more order in strange ways, but that's okay. This is a fantasy being. It doesn't really matter if it makes sense or not. And I think it's more fun if it doesn't. Cool. this little string. Okay. Now we can attach the ears. There we go. And we can hide this string. And we can attach the other ear. Maybe. This one's kind of a goofy little guy. There we go. Alright, now we're going to add the arm leaves because I decided he needed those. Because he's a little plant guy. first thing I'm going to do is stitch the leaves in place on each other. So I have it set so like I have the bigger leaf and then a smaller leaf in front. So I'm going to do a quick stitch here. And then I'm going to attach like this, sort of around where an elbow should be. Now this particular little guy does not have an elbow, but that's irrelevant. There we go. And make a knot, hide our string. Snip, snip. And hide our other string here. I think I'm going to add a stitch here to hold the necklace in place a little bit. Just so it's not as likely to go anywhere. Do a couple of stitches here. Like that. Tie. We'll hide both strings. Go. And now we can do the other arm leaves. Again, a couple of stitches here. Just to keep things in place. And then about where an elbow might be. Now this particular style of Imkin, it also gives me the instructions to make like little roots dangling off his hands and legs, but I didn't feel like doing those. So instead we have just more leaves everywhere. I wanted him to kind of be able to stand, so I didn't put anything on his feet. And then we'll do another hide the string for this section. Alright, now we've got all of that done. We can work on the tail. Here we go. And we can make our knot again. We're going to make a second one just for good measure. And hide our string. Alright. And one more set of leaves, and then this little guy is done. we're just getting tangled up in the strings of other things. And we are just about done here. So hopefully I will be able to do more filming coming soon, because I'm going to be busy the next couple of weekends. That is all for this time. So if you liked the video, please like the video. And if you would like more content like this, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.